Hey folks, today I decided to do things a little differently. In the past few years, I've really grown to love dodgeball. So much so that I play several days a week, and I've even represented my province at nationals. That's why today, I've decided to give you 25 things you may not know about dodgeball. First things first, what is dodgeball? Well, dodgeball is a team sport in which players on two teams throw balls at each other in order to hit opponents while avoid being hit themselves by said balls. The objective of each team is to defeat the opposing team by hitting them with or by catching balls thrown by an opponent. The last team with players left standing wins. Now that we're all caught up, on to fact number 1. Dodgeball was popularized by a man named Dr. James Carlisle upon returning to England from a trip he took to Africa where he was doing missionary work. More about that later. Number 2. Initially, dodgeball didn't catch on, and it wasn't until Dr. Carlisle returned to his work at St. Mary's College that he made a few modifications to the game and it grew among his pupils. Number 3. This may have been because the first dodgeballs were made with a tough skin made from raw leather. Maybe now you'll think a bit more fondly of the giant rubber ones from recess. Number 4. Although the forms of dodgeball we know today have only been around for a century or two at most, there's evidence that games resembling dodgeball have been played as early as 500 BC. Basically what I'm saying is dodgeball is almost as old as your mom. Number 5. According to the Washington Post, dodgeball is one of the fastest growing sports in North America, with new leagues popping up all over the place. Number 6. Dodgeball is even played at the international level, with 44 teams participating in the most recent World Championships, the most of any WDBF tournament to date. Number 7. The WDBF, by the way, stands for the World Dodgeball Federation, and it's the main governing body worldwide when it comes to competitive dodgeball. Number 8. The WDBF is made up of 63 member nations as of 2019, when the European Dodgeball Federation joined the ranks, almost doubling the size of the organization. Number 9. The most recent World Championship was held in Cancun, Mexico in 2019, with Team USA winning gold for both the men's and women's divisions. Number 10. The next World Championship was scheduled for early September 2020 and set to take place in Glasgow, Scotland, but is currently postponed until further notice due to, well, you know. Number 11. Not only is it a sport, there's also a dodgeball movie. Dodgeball, a true underdog story, stars Vince Vaughn and is about a group of misfits who enter a dodgeball tournament in Las Vegas to save the local gym from a giant fitness chain. Number 12. In this 2004 film, there is a brief portion featuring a young Patches O'Houlihan describing the rules of dodgeball, but what you may not have noticed is that this young version of the dodgeball star is played by none other than Hank Azaria of The Simpsons fame. Azaria voices dozens of characters in The Simpsons, including Moe Szyslak, Chief Wiggum, and Professor Frink, among many others. Number 13. The movie also features another casting of someone better known for their roles doing voice work in Steve the Pirate, played by Alan Tudyk. Tudyk is known for a slew of voice acting roles, some of which include K2SO from Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, and Sonny in I, Robot. Number 14. Dodgeball also has some huge cameos from the likes of William Shatner, Gary Cole, Jason Bateman, Lance Armstrong, David Hasselhoff, and even the man himself, Chuck Norris. Number 15. Alright, as soon as I mentioned the movie, you all knew this was coming. The 5 Ds of dodgeball is stated in the movie. Say it with me. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Number 16. As a reference to the movie, every year since 2017, ESPN has aired a 24-hour program called ESPN 8 The Ocho, where they show off niche sports around the world that don't get regular coverage on TV, like dodgeball. Number 17. A group of students from UC Irvine set a world record by having 107 students all do the entrance dance of the Globo Gym Purple Cobras at once, which of course is the largest group of people to do such a strange feat. Number 18. Speaking of a strange feat, Doug Williams holds the world record for the most jumps of a skipping rope while being pelted with dodgeballs and listening to the Party Boy theme song, with 55 jumps proving that anyone can hold a world record if they just get really specific. Number 19. The largest recorded game of dodgeball had a whopping 6,083 participants, claiming the record for the third time by UC Irvine for their second world record on this list. There definitely seems to be some dodgeball fanatics in California. Number 20. YouTube's favorite philanthropist Mr. Beast even took a stab at setting the record for the world's largest dodgeball game a few years back. Despite it making great content, the roughly 1,000 players in Mr. Beast's game paled in comparison to the 6,000 and some mentioned previously. Number 21. Speaking of YouTubers, David Dobrik also hosts a show on the Discovery Channel called Dodgeball Thunderdome, where contestants compete in challenges to get prizes, all while being peppered with dodgeballs. Number 22. Back to the topic of World Championships, there have only been 4 countries make it to the podium in the last 4 years in both the men's and women's divisions. Those countries are the United States, Canada, Malaysia, and Australia. Number 23. The country with the most wins at the World Championship is Team Canada for the men's division with 3 gold medals. For the women's division, it's Team USA with 4 gold medals, or 5 if you count the first World Championship in 2012 when they had a shared team with Canada. Number 24. Back to Dr. Carlisle. On his trip to Africa, Dr. Carlisle came upon a group of tribesmen that stood in teams throwing rocks at each other and defending their teammates when they would be knocked down by their opponents. This activity, which was likely a training exercise for hunting, was his inspiration to create dodgeball in the first place. And finally, number 25. What may surprise you, however, is that this game that Dr. Carlisle witnessed is believed to be played to the death. That's right, dodgeball was literally a blood sport. And on that grim note, that's where I'm going to wrap it up. That was 25 facts you may not know about dodgeball. What one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed the video, share it and hit that subscribe button. It would really help the channel and I would greatly appreciate it. Also, big thanks to Dalton Mackenzie from Dodgeball PEI for helping me out with some of the facts for the video. Thank you all for watching. Idiot, out.